Hey, this is DM Allen. Thanks for joining us once again for another week of awesomeness. Let's just get it started.
Last time on RWA, the party worked tirelessly with the Obsidian Flame to prepare for the ultimate battle between law and chaos. Upgrades, people, upgrades.
If we give him a sick tattoo of a dragon, using this stuff as the ink, I think we could make it into like armor.
You actually pull the magic out from the Obsidian Flame, and it passes through each one of these vials, and they start to glow with this magic, this very, very strong magic.
I get a really small tattoo of a gnome that like dances.
Wouldn't it be cool if I could turn into a deva?
What I was really excited about was getting like a flaming sun that's just like, you've got the normal sun and then you've got just huge flames around it. And that part would be like on my clavicle, sort of. Yeah. And then just wings on my back.
I want the thunder cannon to suck souls up when I kill something. Stealth armor?
They laid out the plan to lure and kill the Demogorgon.
I think the best course of action would be to return to the city. Do you think that he would take a challenge from a mortal seriously trying to ascend into lordship?
If Kinian has a fallen on his side, the fallen attuned to their quote-unquote demon lord, that would show that there's potentially a real threat to becoming a demon lord then.
Can they pull it off? Let's join them as they see what lays in store for them in Waterdeep.
Bon, as you all are leaving the bell tower, which holds the Obsidian Flame, your parents approach you, and everybody has started to prepare for this battle and such. And your mom, she says, "Listen, Bon, if you find your sister out there, bring her back to us.
I'll do what I can.
That's all we ask."
I'm glad I got the opportunity to talk to you and see you again. I know when I left, I tried to come back and I just couldn't figure it out, and I thought that I would never ever see you guys again. That's been the biggest regret of my life, and it feels really good that I got this chance. So if I die out there, know that I die in peace.
And I think they give you a nice big embrace, both of them. It's a long embrace. A little bit of crying. Yeah. Man, that's sad. Oh, this is gonna be sad.
I walk up to Bon after like that exchange takes place, and I kind of like slide up next to him, wryly like smirking a little bit. I'm like, "So did you tell them that you're falling for me?" Because
The rumors, yeah.
rumor has it you're falling, Mr. Asimar.
Oh, I'm not falling. I have fallen.
You're falling for me.
10.
When we get to Waterdeep, first of all, I want to make a purchase. 'Cause I want us to do Heroes Feast for the battle, so I need a gem-encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 GP.
Oh, you find those in the Celestial Plane like everywhere.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then once we arrive at Waterdeep, I want to go to the Temple of Lathander that Waterdeep has.
You don't want to just talk to Lathander on the plane?
Oh wait, he was gonna
Isn't
come,
his house right over there?
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't he like gonna be there in half an hour with us?
Yeah.
So I'll wait for Lathander to show up.
Okay. So
Like a totes fangirl.
so you're at the church or the place of Lathander, right? And like the doors are locked, So are you like hiding off to the side in the bush waiting for him?
No,
or are
I'm
you
not
just
creeper.
like
No.
okay, so you're just at the front doorstep
I'm just
waiting
like
for him.
like when you bounce back and forth on your heels and everything, like fiddling with my hands because don't know what to do, but Lathander's gonna be here.
As you're waiting, and you're like you're thinking about this moment, and like so, it's just absolutely crazy that you might meet your god, and you're like looking down the streets, and he's doesn't seem to be coming.
And then Bon walks up and he's like, I've been Lathander all along.
And then I punch you in the face and tell you, shut up.
Quiet your mouth, blasphemer. No, but as you're waiting, the doors unlock behind you and they open up.
A turnaround.
When you look into this this church, it's almost a standard looking church. Inside it's very humble, not gaudy at all. They've got very nice stone footed benches with hardwood bench tops, and at the end of the aisle of pews, you see a very old half elven looking person. It definitely is. He looks like a male. He's got old gray longer hair, not like down by the shoulders, but like just close to the shoulder. And he seems to be like reading through a book, and when he looks up at you, he closes the book, and you see his eyes they look like the sun. They're fully filled in, no pupil, and they're actually shining, like they cast light from them.
So I can't look into his eyes or my eyes will burn up.
Right, yes.
Okay.
He's a very nice looking individual, and he says, Tenuvial, I've been waiting a very long time to meet you again.
A god being half human isn't that weird then.
No.
Okay.
He just appears it. He's probably taking a form that's most comfortable to you.
Okay.
Like Morgan Freeman.
Right. Perfect. Yep.
Oh yeah, he's definitely half elf.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Can't believe that I'm meeting you finally.
Tin grows braces.
Like,
It's so great to meet you right now.
Hey, that's my voice.
Yeah.
I'm like, for a moment I make like an aborted gesture. I'm like, do I bow or kneel and then I finally
Or hug
decide.
him.
Yeah, there was that too. But then I'm like, no. So I finally just like get down to one knee respectfully, like battle kneel, soldier kneel.
There's no need for that, my avatar.
My allies and I are about to face down the Demogorgon, and we plan on destroying him so that we can stop the Chaos Wars for the time being. And I was seeking some protection from you, or maybe like transporting around 280 soldiers into a battle midway through the battle. Like whatever you're up for.
If that's what you need, I can provide. You've been a fantastic instrument in the past. I believe you can accomplish what you're looking for in the future.
My chest kind of puffs up a little. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking badass Avatar Lathander. Yeah, it's kind of awkward to like thank a god when they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this god thing for you. But I thank him.
There's no need to thank me. You and I are pretty much one and the same. it's weird because you'd be thanking yourself.
That reminds me. I came across a statue of myself a while ago.
Yes, I suppose there's probably many of them.
So are you implying that I've been reincarnated over time?
There's not much implication there. That's exactly what's happening. So, what we did as gods, it's quite funny actually. So, the previous Chaos Wars really mucked up the weave in the material plane, and the gods, we still want to provide our followers with some assistance and show them that we're still there, even though we can't walk the plane. So what we did was we constructed avatars. We have many touched walking around you or mine, and there are many like you for other gods. And when your physical body has expired, your essence is moved to a new physical body. You don't necessarily remember everything, but I do what I can to make sure you've got the tools that you need, like your shield.
So, is that why you waited, like, almost 350 years before, like, giving me your awesome powers and everything? Because
every iteration needs to find their own past.
Time.
If it takes you 350 years to find your way back to your true form, then that's how long it takes. For me, 350 years is nothing. I didn't have to wait that long. But for you, maybe. He says, I don't have control over you. Think of us being akin to each other, very similarly aligned, where what you would do, I would do, and what I would do, you would do. And in that, you know that your actions are the actions of Lathander. And that's why I think every iteration has been able to naturally find their way back. You have been extremely helpful in many issues in the past, including the Chaos Wars.
Out of curiosity, have I always been to Newville, or have I gone by different names?
I think in your heart, your name stays the same, but
okay,
maybe like a hairstyle, you change it every once in a while. Now that you and I have formally met, which, granted, it did take a little bit of time, and for that I'm very sorry. But you
don't have to ever apologize.
Oh, well, you're right, because then I'm apologizing to myself and he says, now that we've met, you're able to understand that my power is your power and your power is mine. And granted, like a hose of water, you may not be able to channel as much energy as I can, but you can channel the same type of energy. And with that, your energy is unlimited, as is mine. You are able to use the radiant light in ways that you wish, and if that be for safety or for destruction is your choice. But I want to make you aware that you're able to shape this and make it your own. And then out of game speak, basically what this means is you're able to use radiant magic, radiant light, to bolster others or to create more destruction. This gives you a D8 of radiant damage extra, and it also means that if the radiant light is waning in Bon, for when he's trying to channel more radiant energy, you are able to spend like a spell slot to re-bolster him. So the higher the level of the spell slot, the longer he can go.
So I'm basically like a battery.
Yeah. Your jumper cables.
So that's the protection part is helping Bond get more radiant energy, or is the protection part?
The protection
else?
part is kind of what your powers are already. So like healing magic and stuff like that.
Okay.
But at this point, this is like a boon from your god to allow you to bend the radiant in a slightly different way than what you traditionally can.
Okay. The D8 damage, that's for any attack that has radiant damage.
No. You add radiant damage to any attack. So a D8.
So
Any
radiant to
successful.
radiant to fire.
Yep.
Radiant to anything.
Yep. So like if you cast a fireball, you roll your damage and add a D8. I understand the plan that you and your fellows have laid out, and all you need to do is call out to me, and I will open the one-way gate.
I'll make sure to make my voice loud and clear in the thick of battle.
Says, is there anything else I can do for you?
I don't feel like I can ask for anything else.
Excellent. And I think at that point he starts to open his book again and is just kind of reading through it, taking time to himself again. So Ryan, what is Vodette been doing during this time? Has he
All right,
been wallowed?
I do have a couple of things. I got a couple of things.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Ken. Where were you? You just ran off.
I just met with Lathander. Oh my gosh.
Wait a second. Wait, no, hold the fuck up. I think that's your god's name. You met someone who had the same name as your god? That's a little ostentatious.
No, it's awesome because the person I met was the god Lathander.
Your god lives here?
I don't know if he lives here, but he at least is passing through town.
Wait, do all the gods live here? Is that what this place is?
All I can tell you is that Lathander's here. I can't speak to any other gods. I don't know how they
Nobody
roll.
tells me. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Run a couple feet away. Timora! You here too? Timora!
Maybe you could talk to Galadia because she seemed to know that Lathander was going to be coming. So
Okay.
maybe she'll know about other gods like
Hey,
tomorrow.
Miss Galadia, ma'am, is Timora does she live in the celestial plane? She's down. Well, I guess she's a goddess. I don't know. You're gender fluid.
Gladia, she says, Tamora does not live on Mount Celestia,
Oh man, that's just,
unfortunately.
of course. That makes sense, though. Actually, no. So Miss Galadia, I had two things I wanted to ask you, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
So the first thing, this is a little weird, I understand, but do you think, because I've got, I was wondering if maybe just, because no one's gonna believe me that I was here, can I, do you think maybe I could just get one of your feathers? Just from your, if that's okay. Is this really oh no, is this inappropriate?
You see, like, her face is kind of like shocked and a little like uneasy, and she like looks at you and you say that, and she kind of like shrugs and like plucks a feather off of like her shoulder wing.
Best day ever. Okay, thank you. Okay, the second thing I wanted to ask is, so we're gonna go off and fight a chaos war, so we're probably all gonna die. Real TPK, if you know what I mean. I just was wondering, and you already did the feather thing, so this is probably less weird. Could you just, and he reaches his arms up. He's like, could you just hold me, like for like 20 seconds, just a real nice little it's gonna be okay, buddy. You know how you lie to a pet that's dying? Can you do that?
Voda just compared himself to a dying pet.
Oh, she, you say the previous thing is weird and this one's less weird, and she's like,
It would mean a lot.
yeah, okay. And she picks you up and almost swaddles you, or not swaddles, but cradles you almost like a baby in her arms.
Perfect. And if everyone around listens just enough while she's holding Vodette, you can hear, you are pulled from the wreckage of this silent reverie. You're in the arms of an angel. May you find some comfort here.
She starts to pet your head just slightly. Oh man.
Yeah, as soon as that's done, Vodette's just like, that was so magical. I felt like it was in a commercial for the pound. Thank you.
Meanwhile, in the corner, Kyo's talking to Supper, and he's like, "It's okay, Supper. Everything's gonna be great. We're gonna go live on a farm after this." And
All right, so basically now one of them, Supper's probably gonna die now.
better not.
A happy ending has been stated before we got through the final battle. So.
No, it's
Supper's gonna
okay,
be the
Ken.
only
I'm
one
only
that's
2 weeks away from retirement.
Oh man.
It's been a long career. It's time to retire.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna settle down with my wife and kids.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Is there anything else Vodette wants to accomplish?
Nah, he's just sort of, I guess this is it. So wherever I can be the most use, just let me know. Feels like we only got a couple more days together before this all comes down.
I think Gladia, she says, Vodette, I know you missed the meeting previous, but
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, those celestial burritos just wreak havoc.
understood. It's, you make sure to bring bottled water too.
Yeah, that's what they tell you. That's what they tell you.
But I believe the plan is that you will take a contingent of people, Klauth and Rings and Sarissa and them, to protect the celestial gate that Minetta's building to bring the surprise forces over. And I believe that's the plan we've set forth.
That's something I can totally do because I Rings I've gotten to know pretty well, and Klaus is a person, and and I just feel like that's I can really help support things that way, and it's a quick little side battle with a couple of checks and rolls, and you just let me know. So that sounds good to me.
All right. Does anyone else have anything to accomplish on the celestial plane?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Alan from the future, and we would not be a good D&D podcast if we didn't lose some good content along our massive span of episodes. And that's what has turned out. So before we get into the scene that you're about to listen to, this is the context that you're missing from last episode. Kinian actually approached Anem last episode, and he asked Anem to protect his and Sarissa's unborn child. In a disturbing and unexpected way, Anem magically took the baby from Sarissa's womb and put it inside of himself. The character saw this magical glow transfer from Sarissa into Anem, and that's the kind of god thing that Anem does. That's all the context you need. Okay, bye!
Kinian approaches Anem and ultimately walk up to Anem and get his attention.
Yeah.
And
He's talking like, I think he's like talking off into the distance. Like when you approach him, his eyes are completely clouded over and he's just speaking giant, and he like flutters his eyes and shakes his head, and he looks way down at you, and he says, "Ah, little one, what may I do for you?"
For a moment, Kinian takes offense to being called like little one.
Yeah.
But it's gone within like a second. He's about to say something, but decides against it. But I brandish my ancestor's great axe, and I look up at Anem and I say, "You have probably the next Kinian held within you. And as I'm likely to join my ancestors in the Valley of Kings, I was hoping that perhaps you could touch this axe and perhaps pass its imprint down onto my future son." Most of the time, Kinians go through a ceremony with their father to effectively being able to channel their forefathers. But I was hoping that you could assist with the ceremony.
He nods his head and he like gets down on one knee, and like Kinian only comes up about two-thirds of the way up his shin. Like, he's a very, very tall being. And so when he kneels down, and he like gingerly like pinches the head of the axe,
Like a toothpick.
like a real small toothpick, this energy like starts to wrap around the axe, and it wraps around you, and then it wraps around the baby inside of Anem, and it creates kind of like this bond, this familial bond that it feels as if you're getting to know the person inside of Anem. It's very similar to you. It's weird. It's like it's almost crossing time, right? So like with your father, you and him had time together to know each other, and you're getting that in almost an instant, without any of the time. Take that for what you will. I don't know how you feel about that.
I imagine it felt similar to when the axe bonded to me.
Yeah.
As a child. So the feeling is not too dissimilar from the ceremony that Father and I went through.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's very akin to it. The ceremony ends, and Anem like starts to stand up and like pats you on your head, and he says, that was very thoughtful, little one.
Well, when I'm gone, this might be the only piece of his ancestors that he'll be able to experience.
Don't worry. If you fall in battle, I will protect your axe with what energy I can.
thank you. I walk away.
All right. Hey everyone, I'm DM Alan, and thank you so much for joining us once again on Roll with Advantage. This is Season 3, Episode 37. Thank you for joining us and listening to us. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to all of the people that participated in the dice giveaway the last couple weeks, and thank you to Metallic Dice Games for enabling us to do such a cool thing. We love doing this sort of thing, so keep listening here for more information, or even subscribe to our socials. That's the best place to get information about what's going on in the DM's table. For instance, we've got a new show coming called The 800s, and you're not going to want to miss it. So go check out our socials today. We're at DM's Table on Twitter and at the DM's Table over on Facebook. Also, while you're out on the internet, please go check out our Patreon. We are at patreon.com/DM's Table. Our Patreon helps keep DM's Table and all the shows we have afloat. And it's also a really great way to join our Discord community. It's a great way to get some cool perks on the back end, especially coming up with the new show. And we'll have more information soon to come. Don't worry, it's coming. That's patreon.com/DM's Table. Go check it out. Now, if you've enjoyed Vodette like we have, you should do yourself a favor and go check out Ryan and Dawn's channel over on YouTube. It's called Roll the Number 4 Initiative. It's a fantastic nerdy style YouTube channel, and I absolutely love their episodes, and you should go check them out. I think you might too. In fact, here's Ryan and Dawn to tell you a little bit more about their channel.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Dawn, and let's get ready to roll for initiative. We're a couple that does videos on board games. We also do reviews and Game Master diaries.
We also do interviews, gameplay tips, painting tutorials, and plenty more. If you like what we do here, then don't forget to subscribe and comment on the videos. So enjoy the videos here on Roll for Initiative. Bye!
That's Roll for Initiative. Go check them out on YouTube. All right, let's get into the sponsors and get back to the episode. This week's sponsors start with MetallicDiceGames.com. Metallic Dice Games is a fantastic website. They are just a great bunch of people. They helped enable us do our latest giveaway. They are great people, and they have phenomenal products. They really do. I love their products. You should go check them out. It's MetallicDiceGames.com. And if you use our coupon code DMsTable10, you will get 10% off your next order. You should go check out their dice and dice accessories today. They are absolutely fantastic. And you know what? Don't forget to use that coupon code. Now, let's talk about Audible. Audible is an amazing audiobook platform with over 180,000 books to choose from. They are absolutely fantastic. I believe they are the best audiobook platform there is out there. They are leagues above others, and you should go check them out. In fact, if you use our affiliate link, you'll get a 30-day free trial, you'll get 2 free books, and access to the Audible originals. That's a really great deal, all for free. Go check out audibletrial.com/RWA today. And if you're trying to figure out what audiobooks you want to get with those 2 free copies, why not check out one of Adam's recommendations? In fact, here's Adam now for this week's recommendation. Adam?
Hey guys, this week I'm suggesting Edge Dancer by Brandon Sanderson. It's a mini book by Brando Sando in the Stormlight Archive universe, following a girl named Lift. Lift is invested with power over friction and growth, and brings a new light to the world. With a weakness for saving those who nobody else cares for, can this thief save the world? Check out her origin story today. Then, if you like what you hear, start the True series off with The Way of Kings, Book 1 of the Stormlight Archives. We will be reviewing the book come November as our first topic in our new series, The 800s. And we would love it if you joined us and talked about what you liked or didn't like about the story. Check it out and pay attention to our socials for more info coming soon.
Thank you, Adam. Go check that book out. And if you really enjoy it, come join our Discord. Hit us up on our socials and we'll get you an invite to our Discord and we can talk about it over in our reading corner. It is a really great channel where we can discuss the books we're reading or books we're looking to read. Come join the community. We are a whole bunch of fun and a very open community. Now, last but not least, Incompetech.com. Incompetech.com is an amazing audio score website that is just fantastic for creatives like me and Adam or anybody else out there. You'll hear the scores and you'll fall in love with them. They are absolutely fantastic, and the website is just so darn easy to use to search through their massive catalog of scores. Do yourself a service and go check out Incompetech.com today. That's all I've got for this week. Let's get back to the episode, and I'll see you out on the internet. Bye, guys.
So right before we leave,
Okay.
I pull everybody together, all the ASMR.
Is this all in one single day?
Sure.
Okay. So is this kind of matters a little bit? Is this like a couple hours, several hours? What do you imagine?
The thing I'm doing now?
Yeah, like how long ago, or how long between the moment with Vedette to the moment that you're imagining right now?
Probably not very long.
Okay.
I mean, like
2 hours maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I pull all of the ASMR together, all the obsidian flame order together, and I get on a podium. So I'm like,
Speech.
okay, it's speech time. As all the forces are gathered and we're about to depart and probably won't see him until battle comes, I say, my brethren, angels, ASMR, friends, and badasses alike, we have all been given our orders and we all know what must come to pass. The time to strike is upon us. We are the weapons of the mortal world. Varied, we have all have our specialties, but one thing ties us together. We fight for those that cannot. We fight to keep the material plane free from the tyranny of other planes. It is our duty to safeguard freedom from those who reign in chaos. It is our duty to protect the law of life for everyone. As the protected, we have spent generations feeling the comfort of law, and it is, at last, our turn, nay, our obligation to extend that protection to everyone. This is the day. Today is the day we fly harder than any other day. We strike faster than any other being. We move true more than any other cause. And now, draw your swords and raise them for the just cause of order, and prepare to strike a mighty blow against the cowards of chaos. To the protected, my family, the next time I see you, the enemy will be upon us. When the gates open, charge. Charge like hell is on your heels. Shout. Shout to strike fear in the hearts of demons. I expect to shiver in my boots when I hear you coming. Make sure that every citizen of Waterdeep knows they are protected. For order.
That's pretty good speech.
It is.
And I know it didn't seem like 10 minutes, but that totally took 10 minutes, and everybody gets 23 temporary hit points.
Yeah, nice.
Actually.
The DM could use that. After this fantastic speech is given, Anem walks to the gates to the city of Celestia, and he starts to rub his hand from the top, like as high as he can reach, and brings it all the way down the wall, down to like his kneecap, and as he does, the doors light up with this bright, radiant light, and they shine as if they were portcullis of radiant light. And beyond, you can see the bustling, burning city of Waterdeep.
Ruh-roh.
The doors open, and as they open, your view starts shifting closer into the city, and appears right in front of Blackstaff Tower.
home.
And Manette steps through.
Yep.
All right.
I follow.
All right. So,
I say to Bon, I'm like, so am I fallen? You gonna go announce my arrival?
Oh, yes, I totally forgot, Master. Yes, right after me, sir. I'll go announce your arrival.
Oh my gosh, I can see during the very, very short period in which you're pretending to be, like, a servant to Kenyon, like, everything you do is so sarcastic. Like, oh, yes.
I still love it. Axe at like the shoulder, basically, like hanging really long off my back, because I'm just like holding on to like the edge of it. I just kind of walk through the portal after Bon.
all right.
I walk through and I say, "Make way for the great and all-powerful Kenyon, the betrayer."
Sounds about right.
As you walk through this gate, you are greeted quickly by Laurel Silverhand. She looks distressed, worn out, and she is burdened with power, essentially. She looks like the weight of the world is on her shoulders. She rushes up to your party, and something that is odd is obviously you're walking in with giants and with a dragon and such, but she's got her hands as if she's holding a spell to cast. Very, very attack formation like, and she says, "Hold! What do you do here? Is it true you've fallen?"
Oh, wow, the word spreads fast.
This is super awkward.
I wouldn't say it's fast. It's been 3 months.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh, I thought like we would
No.
start spreading the word now. I didn't realize we had already been spreading the word.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a weird time thing going on. I feel like they feel just like James Spader in Stargate. This is weird.
This explains all of the naps. I took like 30 naps.
So, Laurel, this is part of our plan to draw out the Demogorgon. Bon has not actually fallen, and Kenyon is not actually trying to become a demon lord. If you heard that rumor
surprise! We're trying to draw the Demogorgon here.
Keo minor illusions horns. He already has his antlers, but he minor illusions horns too.
Okay.
And he says, "Be quiet, knave. He has fallen."
And I say, "Yes, minions. How dare you blaspheme the great Kenyon?"
Lyriel,
Yes.
read my thoughts.
She Dr. Xavier, like, I'd prefer not to, but I guess I will. As she does, she becomes surprised by what she's seeing. She sees clear thought.
Intelligence.
And she understands the plan.
Ooh, Uriel.
Yes,
Read my
yes.
thought. Read my thought.
She does.
It's a bunch of half elves dressed like foxes doing it.
Nice.
He dreams furries.
Furries.
Yep.
Half elf furries.
Now, how would that play out with the elf ears and the fox ears? I'm just saying.
Well, you see that there's sort of a tiered situation. Think about like leveled irrigated farming, but with ears and doing it. Yeah, no, it was explained in character.
That's awesome.
She understands the plan. She is kind of confused by it, though. And she's got, like, this confused face. And she says, "It's weird because you guys have not been doing this for longer than, like, 2 days. We've known about this, at least the rumors, for months." And she starts to stroke her chin in a thoughtful manner, and she says, "It seems the celestial plane, the time on celestial plane, does not necessarily move at the same pace as the material plane.
Makes sense to me.
Good thing Kyo didn't stay there much longer. He might have died of old age.
Other way around.
Other way around, Bon.
What?
Yep. Kinian's like, yeah, duh.
He might have died of young age?
Kyo pipes in. We'll give you this one chance to surrender.
No. Tremble before our dread lord.
So where do you plan to have this attack then?
It's the south gates, southern gates, whatever they're called, that the map showed.
We
That
hope to draw them outside the city.
Tanuvia would know its actual name
Yep.
because she's lived here forever. Southern Ward, south gate. Yep.
Wait, haven't our armies showed up yet?
She says the only armory we have is what's left of the Sword Coast. For the past 3 months, we've been under constant siege from the forces of demons and chaos. It's very dark out there, guys. It's basically Waterdeep, Everland. There's got to be more cities out past the Sword Coast, but that's the only city we know of that's left.
Jeez.
Oh, that's why it was my plan to come here. I figured the bulk of the remaining forces would be located here.
It's very smart thinking.
Now,
Yeah, that's a new development.
Yeah.
Still getting used to
Yeah, I
it.
read that. Yep. It was an interesting story.
yeah, I seem to be a little bit more myself. Unfortunately, in the Celestial Plane, many of my trinkets and items that gave me power were removed from me. I have retained some of my abilities. However, if you have any, and I look down and I'm not wearing like any armor at all.
Okay.
Like, if you happen to have any magically enhanced armor to put over these sweet tattoos, that might not be a terrible thing.
I think she probably she certainly has something laying around, probably like a
I'm sure there's a soldier that died that was around Kinian's size.
Oh yeah. We'll
rod
say
of-
like a +2 of something.
A rod of the Pact Keeper or a wand of the War Mage?
Right. Whatever +2 armor would be good or for
To your
Kinian.
liking.
Yeah, basically.
Probably not Ambient-Mixer.
No, but that's fine because you've got the tattoos. So
I accept it and put it on. It doesn't statistically do anything for me, but
Makes you look badass.
it makes me look badass, and I tell Kyo to start painting it
nice.
While you
Oh,
wear
wait.
it.
while I'm wearing it.
Do I have any assistance from anyone? Should I use the big die? That's the big question.
Yes.
And I look
Yes.
down to Kyo and I say, "Make me look like a dreadlord."
Make me look like one of your French girls.
Illyriel's probably like, "My armor."
Vodette would very much like to help.
I do have proficiency with painter's
style
skills.
and paint and make this happen. Normally, I guess that would give advantage, but Vodette will be trying to mess it up, so I'd like to give disadvantage.
He's gonna try to draw like a wang on the back,
I'm gonna draw dick on him. Yeah.
dick butt.
Yeah.
All right, so you roll with disadvantage.
And I see him mixing the paint, and I'm like, "Make sure there's red in it."
It doesn't matter though, because I was going to use the big die, which didn't fail me.
It rolled one.
It rolled one, so that's a 10.
I swear that thing is weighted.
Yeah, that's like the
Like-
worst die
Wrong
ever.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always rolls low.
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
I just tossed it in the dice thing, and it's a 4.
So describe your terrible work.
So instead of Dreadlord, he heard Draglord.
Yes. Yes.
So on the breastplate, it's a breastplate.
Breasts.
I think what happens is, like, at the moment that Kinian says Dreadlord, I think Vodette like coughs just enough that Keo's hearing misses and it's not clear, so it becomes Draglord. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I'm like
man.
putting frilly lace at the joints. And, yeah.
Terrifying.
But also, like, your painting ability isn't that great, so
Right.
No, I'm a
It's
very
pretty.
good painter.
He's very proficient.
I
He
thought
did
you
all
rolled
the
a 1.
flames on the. Oh yeah, but that was for intended effect. So
Oh, okay.
it's very good drag. It's just it's drag. It's not dread.
So he, and then like when he closes his helm, it's got like it's got like Tinuvil's face.
Oh, it's in space.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to make him scary.
Yeah.
But
Oh, nice.
Flames of Lathander. No.
You guys meet the Demogorgon. What the fuck is that?
2d6 psychic damage. That's what it is.
All right.
Your fighting style looks like it was created by Marsha Graham.
Hey, we could do a dance-off to save the universe.
We're walking through the streets, and I'm all like, "Behold, Kinian, the betrayer. Fear him, for his fashion sense is contagious."
God,
You walk
God
through,
damn it, Keo! I see myself in the
Yeah,
glass.
you're walking through like the fashion district where there's a lot of mirrors, and that's when Bond's like, "Fear him,"
Welcome his fabulous reign.
and you hear like, like off in the distance, like, what horror?
Kinian, you are fierce. No shade, no tea.
I'm gonna go out in battle looking like this.
It will strike fear in people.
It will.
Just get some blood on it.
They'll be so confused that
Greatly
they'll probably
improve.
be like,
I'll look a lot better when I'm covered in
they'll
blood.
probably miss because they're so distracted by your armor.
As you guys walk towards the battlefield,
The rest of us walk slow-mo with like the wind blowing in our
Right.
hair, and
Keo goes ahead and like loops back
oh, we gotta do the hero's feast.
right? And yeah, so
as we're walking.
basically, I think what happens is
Walking brunch.
right.
Heroes trail mix.
All right. So basically, what happens is, they set you up in a battle's quarters. The battle begins tomorrow. The idea though is to muster forces to the south. When you are all kind of waiting around for the ritual to be cast for Hero's Feast, you hear a lot of battle going on. You guys are in a rather tall building, and Manette, I think if like you're up in one of the steeples, like looking out on the town, and you see like hordes of dretches and these the bug-like demons from a long time ago. They are flying around and causing havoc on forces that are constantly battling to keep the city alive.
Keo's gathering up the kobolds of the town.
Okay.
And giving them a rousing speech.
Okay.
Someday the forces of man shall fail, and the meek shall inherit the earth, and we will rise again and escape the gnomish prisons of our discontent. I've seen the promised land. I've been atop the mountain.
Nice.
So that night we have Hero's Feast. We 12 up to 12 people can do it, so the 6 of us and maybe like Rings stayed behind. Anyone else?
Nope. They're yeah.
Okay, yeah, then they can eat with us and everything.
Yep.
The feast gives everyone 11 hit points.
To the maximum or temporary?
Yeah, your hit point maximum increases by that much temporarily, and you get that much HP temporarily. If you had any STDs or other diseases, they're gone.
I'm cured.
That's a damn good feast.
Man, this is some awesome enchiladas.
And then, so for the next 24 hours, you're immune to poison, immune to being frightened, and then all wisdom saving throws are made with advantage.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
That's good, because I only have +1 on those.
Immune to frighten and immune to poison?
Yeah.
Yep.
I walk the dock ward
Mm-hmm.
and rip the frills off the armor, the lace.
Okay.
But I leave the rest of it just like good enough. And I look for any signs of Zentarum.
You don't find any signs of Zentarum.
Man, they purged this city. I do find the kobolds.
Yeah, I think they're skittering around and stuff.
The ones in Waterdeep are black with yellow spots.
Yep.
I do growl at several kobolds and tell them to send word to the Zentarum that Kinian has returned.
Okay.
At some point, I'm assuming we are all bunking down for the night before the next morning's attack.
Yep.
At that point, when we're all around, Vodette will kind of come into whatever common chamber where everybody's hanging out with his satchel. Like, he's ready to go. He's probably going to leave tonight and travel at night instead of in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And he will say, so I know this is probably kind of silly, and it doesn't mean a lot, because it's not like anything is enchanted or gonna help with your accuracy or anything like that. But well, I had something for everybody, if you don't mind just hanging out for a second. He takes his bag and he walks over to Bon and he pulls out, those like crappy Christmas tree ornaments from the late 80s that you like sprinkled broken glass in and you melt
Yeah, you melt them down in the oven.
Melt them in the oven.
Yeah.
So he's got a bunch of those. And he pulls one out. He walks over to Bon and he's like, so Bon, this one, like, it's blue and it's white swirlies and it has some wings on it. And it kind of made me think about you, like you're, like the way that the air changes and makes colors when you do your ASMR thing, which is really nice ASMR, although the sounds, it helps me go to sleep. You're a fallen ASMR and that's cool. So I got you this. And he hands him the little Christmas tree ornament.
Thanks for that.
And he goes over to Minette. So Minette, I got you this one, and it's you can see that it's got like a little black obsidian flame design on it, and I thought that'd be good for you, because you almost died and everything with the obsidian flame. But I thought that would be like it was a nicer gesture when I had it made. But you can have this one. It'll hang off the back of your boomstick.
Well, thank you, Vodette.
He walks over to Kinian. He says, Kinian, I know we haven't always been on the best of terms, but I found this one for you, and it's not made very well, and it's kind of ugly, and it could hurt someone, and it made me think of you, so I got it.
Thanks. And like my hair becomes a black flame.
Yeah.
And my entire forearm bursts into flame, and I reach out with a flaming hand to take it from you.
I just dropped it on the floor. You can grab it.
Maybe it was just the hurting people thing that made him think of you.
Keo, this one is green, and it has a little symbol. I drew it on there with a marker. But the symbol kind of looks like the symbol of the house, and it's green and everything. So I got you that.
Thank you. Keo goes through his bag, his haversack. He pulls out stuff and he says, it's going to be dangerous out there. So here, have this.
Oh, are you telling me it's dangerous out there to go alone? Take this.
I don't think whether or not you're alone changes how dangerous it is. It's just dangerous. And Kyo gives his little crystal that glows in the moonlight
Nice.
to
Thank
Vodette,
you.
and he gives him a copy of the Deepfoot clan listing.
Oh,
And he says, "To know you won't be forgotten."
that means a lot. Thank you.
I keep the original though. Q had a lot of fun copying that.
And Ken, I got you this one because it's got a big yellow sunburst on it, and it makes me think of you and Lysol and everything.
Lysol?
Yeah, your god Lysol, and it made me think of you. And so here you go. And I also just wanted you to know, before I leave, probably to my demise, that I've always loved you.
Well, that's...
No, not really. I just wanted to see your face if I said that. But you can have the thing.
Thank you. You've
Okay,
been able
well-
to say Lathander's name properly before, so
What?
I hope you're
You
not
said
just
that-
like pulling my leg.
No, it's Lythander? Oh, that's weird. I need to buy some Q-tips or something.
What's a Q-tip?
Anyway, you've all been some of the best hallucinations I've ever had. And I just want you to know that whenever I wake up, I'm going to remember you for a really long time. Okay,
Aw.
bye!
And like he walks out and shuts the door behind him, and Rings and Clouth and Sarissa and all of them are standing there like,
What just happened?
The room.
so I guess we're leaving. Yeah, we're gonna leave now. And we probably shouldn't let him roam by himself. We'll see you out there.
I don't even know if that guy knows what's going on.
Into
so-
a city at war.
Yeah, yeah. And they exit. Sarissa like comes over for a big hug from Kinian, and there is some brief parting words, and they leave. So here's what these grant. These stained glass objects are just so happen to be a small boon that Vodette is able to grant. Vodette doesn't know this, but each one of these objects will grant you a advantage, so you can basically use it almost like a luck point, or it's more like inspiration. So you have a temporary inspiration from this, and this is him channeling his god as he is the avatar of luck.
And as everyone leaves the room and like Kinian's like mind opens up, he remembers fondly of walking the deck of the ship, holding Vodette in his hand, thinking, I'm gonna throw him right off the edge of the ship, and I'm pretty sure no one would have blamed me.
I will remember you.
Probably would have been just another classic. Kinian, not again.
All right. Thanks again for joining us, Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you so much. This has been so much fun. I can't wait to get the video, the audio file to find out, what happens.
Oh yeah.
If you guys all lose and this was for nothing, I'm going to be really upset.
yeah.
So are we.
Ryan's gonna be pissed.
All right, so we better win
I
for
have
Ryan.
put in 4 sessions. So
That's a pretty big investment.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. What a fantastic episode. We cannot wait for next week's episode. We hope you stick around to find out what happens next. If you want to find out more about the show, about our characters, or things like that, go check us out on dmstable.com/RWA. DM's Table has got information on how to contact us through Twitter or Facebook or things like that. Go check it out, and we'll see you out on the internet. See ya.